already at the semifinals. How are you planning to overcome UST's twice-to-beat advantage? Ano yung balak niyong gawin sa laban today?
Try to enjoy the game na lang. Siyempre, sabi ni Coach, enjoy lang kami sa training namin before. Enjoy, point by point, laruin lang namin. Ayun lang.
Well, knowing that you're the underdogs in this battle, ano naman yung mindset niyo as you enter this match?
Yung mindset naman namin, yun nga, regular season, wala kaming paki dun sa standings. So number 4 man kami, number 1 man sila. Kasi ano na to, Final 4. Records ng elimination doesn't apply here na. Ayun.
Thank you very much. Once again, that was Chris Makasayat, the team captain of the DLSU Green Archers.
Indeed true, especially during the Final 4 matchup semifinals. The standings, the rankings go out the window. It's a one-on-one matchup against you and the opponent. And for LaSalle, they have a chance of making it, a best-of-3 matchup if they win today. For UST, unfortunately for LaSalle, it can be a one-time deal. If UST wins today, then it's all over for LaSalle.
Right, and again, it's the acceptance. Yung mindset mo going to the game. Maganda rin yun. Okay, Final 4. Parang another tournament. Mini tournament na to between the two of us. Between UST and De La Salle.
A beautiful move by Makasait as he had a soft off-speed touch, finding that opening in the UST defense. Let's go back to this report by Job De Leon.
All right, Eric, I thought for a minute there you guys could really hear me. Let's talk about UST, 3-time defending champion and winner of 5 championships in the last decade. Despite all of this success, Coach Emil Lontok makes sure that his boys' heads are still squarely on their shoulders. I talked to him earlier, and he says that they're taking nothing for granted despite being the #1 seed in this tournament. Magaling ang kalaban, he said, kaya natin pinaghahandaan at nilalaro ang bawat laro. Now, I asked him, what specific advantage does LaSalle have over a team like you? And he declined to comment, but he said he only recognizes that each team in this tournament is still a force to be reckoned with, even for a championship-caliber team like UST. Eric and Mosey?
Thanks, Job. Indeed, we were talking, Mosey, off the air, in the broad room, that LaSalle really considered, that UST really considered LaSalle an offensive force and a very good team coming into the season.
I was actually able to talk to them a day before the game of yung LaSalle game. Coach Emil really told me na to him, LaSalle is the best team so far dun sa tournament sa season 73. And yet they were able to beat them in 3 sets. But at least the respect was there. And before the game, I was asking Coach Emil, Coach, may kaba ka pa ba? I mean, how many times na ilang championships na? Sabi niya, never, wala. Always. There's always that threat. There's always that fear. Pero yun naman, if you're prepared, and same with Coach Sammy Akailar, if you're prepared physically and spiritually, he believes that things will be okay.
Setter Sam Luby serving for LaSalle. JP Torres picked up easily by De La Vega, who scored from the back row earlier, and this time Antonio scoring on a hit from the outside.
And look at Antonio, lightweight, staying up in the air, going for that attack.
Ranked number 10 is Antonio in spiking. As Lee unable to contain yung palo nitong si Ramos.
Just so powerful.
11 all. Ukang, who took over the setting duties from Dimakulangan, is serving. Oh, beautiful. But the defense was there for USD. Torres couldn't put it away. Lee, prolific scorer from LaSalle.
And LaSalle just stayed on that point, on that last play, not giving up, and was rewarded with that off-the-block point.
Second best efficient spiker is Emilio Lee with 43.99% of his spikes converted to scores. Pecania, beautiful hit.
Cross-court hit by Pecania.
You see here, nag-commit si Chris Makasayat, who's one of the best blockers of LaSalle. He committed, thus allowing just one blocker
for
para
Pecania.
kay Pecania. And now, Torres starting to get into the scoring picture. Great play at the net
JP Torres on that the return of DLSU.
If you're wondering who among the men's tournament players is the most efficient spiker, JP Torres. 44.9% of his hits are converted into points.
That's right. So, di ba, almost 50% of the time, he will score. He will get the score. That's really huge.
Magkasunod sila itong player na to, si Emilio Lee. They're 1 and 2, Torres and Lee, in efficiency. Makasait at the net, could not put it away. Ilano is blocked by Makasait. Unfortunately, it went out of bounds.
Right, but Makasait just staying on, trying to block Ilano.
Second best blocker in the league. Chris Makasait probably stands about, what is 6? Mga 6, no? 6 feet.
Baka nga a little bit more.
Nice serve by Torres. De La Vega soaring high and scoring.
And that was off a combination play. Tentative yung blocking ng UST on that last play. That's why easily the Archers was able to score that last point.
De La Vega is ranked number 28 in scoring in the league. Ilano. This is playable. LaSalle on the attack. De La Vega again rejected. Becaña. Ilano with a block.
Total rejection by USD. Look at this once again. Ilano and Becaña.
And USD able to figure out the offense of De La Vega. After 2 or 3 points from De La Vega, they finally were able to adjust.
That's what you appreciate in a men's game. Mabilis. Mabilis mag-adjust.
Becaña with a hit. The pickup by Antonio. Back row hit. Lee. Over on the first ball. Nice defense by Ramos in the back row. Defante.
Oh,
and out.
Again, Defante, I think, if I'm not mistaken, third attack error so far in this set alone.
This is what the defense of LaSalle does to the open spikers of USD. Sometimes napapuwersa silang to be creative.
Hindi, si Defante, he has the tendency, he wants it clean. Ayaw niyang tumatama dun sa blocker. Ayaw niyang labanan yung blockers. Hanggat maaari makuha niya yung angle, he's trying to go for the angle.
2 consecutive errors by USD gives LaSalle the lead. And they take us to our second technical timeout of the set.